We're doing it. Welcome to the Humboldt Jungle, everybody. How we feeling? All right, excellent. My name is Joe Ames. I will be your host for tonight. Thank you for coming. Make some noise if you've been here before. I see some familiar faces. Excellent. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. That's an Alcoholics Anonymous joke. Make some noise if you've never been here before. All right. Thank you so much for coming. We love having newcomers here. That's the goal, ultimately. I don't want to tell the same jokes in front of my cousins every month, so thank you for being here. House rules. Usually the way we do things, in order to like take it easy on the plumbing, if you have a penis, use the yard. It's pouring rain, so fellas, we made it. We get to pee inside this month. Make some noise. Make some noise for peeing inside. We fucking made it. Next month, the right to vote. It's big. Yeah, so that's it. No talking during the comedians. Pretty straightforward stuff. We've never had issues with that. So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'll tell some jokes, and then we'll get things going. Let's see. My high school was a lot like that TV show Euphoria, except everyone was Jewish. Are you guys ready to get this show? I'm kidding. What an incredible one joke that would be. I've never seen Euphoria because I can remember 9/11, and I don't think you should be allowed to do both. If you remember 9/11, you Snapchat Euphoria, get the fuck out of here. You can't do it. That's for them. So, but no, I know it's about like hot kids fucking, and it's weird to say that into a microphone, but I've never watched that show, but I know it's like drugs and crazy stuff or whatever. My high school was a lot like that, but everyone was Jewish. And the one downside to growing up around a lot of Jewish... I love Jewish people, by the way. This is already going poorly. But the one downside to growing up around a lot of Jewish kids is it took me way too long to realize I'm not going to play in the NFL. Yeah. Look at me. That should have been a week one realization. But it turns out it's pretty easy to be good at football when the rest of your team is severely asthmatic and allergic to grass. I was kind of wrecking shit for a little bit there. I remember at one point my dad, because my dad didn't want to break my heart, so he's like, hey, buddy, if football doesn't work out, like, what's your backup plan? And I was like, Dad, I don't need a backup plan. I'm the best player on my team. My dad's like, all right, well, the second best player is named Ezra Silverberg, so sound like anyone in the NFL? I want to clarify, because this is feeling a skosh anti-Semitic. I have plenty of Jewish friends who are currently better athletes than me, but I had this advantage when we were younger because I hit puberty before everybody. I've been the same size since I was 14. I've had this voice since I was like 12. Do you realize how jarring that was for people? Just getting on the bus like, hello, I'd like to go to 5th grade, please. Today we'll be learning long division. But yeah, my football dreams did come to an end when I was in high school. We played Evanston one week, and Evanston was more athletic than us. And sorry. And so before the game, I'm like, all right, big game. There's scouts here. I'm going to get recruited. I'm going D1. I'm going to the league. I was in the locker room before the game thinking that. Then at halftime, I was in the locker room, and I was like, I'm going to sell software. I'm going to get a good job with some benefits. Speaking of dreams being crushed, I think therapy is dumb. I think people should go to therapy. Sorry. I just can't listen to my friends tell me things they learned about themselves anymore, you know? My friends will be like, hey, you know what I learned about myself the other day? I'm like, you're 34. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully you've got a handle on this by now. What would I talk to a therapist about anyway? The fact that I'm probably gay? Psh, no thanks. Not into that. I can't have any more of those conversations with my friends where they're like, you know, talking about things like love languages. Do you know what I'm talking about? You heard of? Everyone has like a handful of. I was talking to my friend the other day, and she's like, I'm dating again, and my therapist told me to keep my love languages in mind when I'm dating, and my love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. And I was like, oh, so you like sex and compliments? Wow. Wow, that's amazing. They must have a whole team working on you. How they managed to crack that code, you know? Just sitting in a room with a guy for an hour, and at the end he's like, what's interesting is you like coming and being told you're hot, so... I was on food stamps for a little bit recently, not to brag, and food stamps fucking slap, dude. If you're not on food stamps, you're an idiot. That's my official stance. You know when you're like checking out at the grocery store at Mariano's and they have gift cards, and you're like, why would anyone want a gift card to a grocery store? It's actually awesome. I highly recommend getting a gift card from the government for the grocery store, and you can use food stamps on Instacart. Did you know that? Yes. So that was a quick yes. Thank you. Yeah, you can only use them at Aldi's, which is really funny. Because like Jewel's like, hey, you have to come in here. And Aldi's like, dude, we don't care. This is barely food. So we'll bring. Whole Foods is like, I'm sorry, what are food stamps? Oh God. I was trying to do new stuff. Thanks for laughing. I'll tell an oldie but a goodie, and then I'll get this show rolling. I saw a guy salute a fucking cop the other day. Could you imagine being a bigger pussy? Oh my God, dude. A fucking, like, and here's the thing, it's one thing to support the police. Go nuts, fuck off, but, you know, whatever. This guy saluted a cop car going 35 miles an hour. I saw that and I was like, oh, I could fuck this guy's wife today. What's this cop saluting nerd gonna do about me dogging his wife? He's one of those guys who thinks all cops are good at their jobs. Fuck off, dude. If every cop's so good at his job, why do I have 0 DUIs, okay? Riddle me that. They're supposed to serve and protect. I've lost my fucking car before. Come on. I worked really hard on writing a good cop joke because I want like chicks in Logan Square with bad haircuts to think I'm cool, and hope it's working. But it's hard for me personally to make fun of cops because I'm a 5'9" Irish dude who played high school football and then flunked out of community college. So I am technically a Chicago police officer. Are you guys ready to keep the show rolling? All right, you guys are fucking killing it so far, laughing at my pretty okay jokes. Your next comic is one of my favorite comics in Chicago. He's got a great podcast called You're an Idiot. Jeffrey Asmus, everybody.
Finally an alpha up here. Fucking beta bitch, Joe. All the comics today are gonna come up and tell you, oh, dating's so hard. It's so hard. No, it's not. I have a hot girlfriend. It's easy when you're a fucking 6. I got a haircut today. Do we like it? I don't know. It's not. I told him, hey, give me the racially ambiguous cut. You know, you don't know if my grandparents were Nazis or if I am. You know. Never tell that one again. Cool. Glad to be back in Chicago. I was doing shows in Kansas City a couple days ago. I went to the... Did not expect that. Good. That's great. That place sucks. It's just a bunch of churches and strip malls. That's all Kansas City is. I went to a Waffle House by the hotel, and it had a sign that said, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all of our employees are now washing their hands. Yeah, the waffles are going to taste a little bit different, all right? Not as much piss on them anymore. The Midwest rips, though. I'm from Minnesota, and good. And I think it's funny that every year a truck falls through the lake because someone tries to get in one last ice fishing trip in late March, and their Chevy Silverado plummets to the bottom of Lake Waka Waka or whatever. And everyone's like, he died doing what he loved, not listening to the mainstream media. That one rips, I know. I wrote it. It's good. Good to be here. I was doing a show for a college a couple weeks ago. It was like 200 college kids in the crowd. I forgot how funny it is to see the hope glinting in their eyes. They still think life's going to turn out. They're like, I'm going to be a social worker. It's like, no, you're going to sell printers, buddy. You're like, I'm going to be an anthropologist. Then you graduate and find out there's no such thing as anthropology. Purdue fucking punked you, dude. Like, anthropology's the store you're going to work at, buddy. That one's good. I used to be a dog walker. I was a dog walker. I walked dogs in Brooklyn when I used to live there, and they gave me a 0-star review because I misgendered their dog. And I was like, if Scout's a female, then whose dick was I sucking? That's one of the greatest jokes of our time, people. You are here to bear witness to a movement. That's gonna be my entire Netflix special. I'll just tell that joke 60 times in a row. Let's try it again right now. What if I just did it right away? That one's good. Oh yeah. This one's not as good. My girlfriend loves true crime. She loves true crime. She always wants to watch these documentaries where like the boyfriend murders the girlfriend. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that. Like, I don't want to copy what they do. Does anyone have a pen so I can cross that one off? No, I'm going to finish it. I have other tags to that joke. I want to be original how I kill you, babe. Like, you want your murder to be on Channel 4 or Netflix? Okay. Now eat this poisoned hummus. Okay. I wrote that today, and I thought, that's the big one, but I guess the dog dick one. You like that? Now I got one about sucking a cat's dick. This one's really good. No, I'm just kidding around. Isn't it? We got any feminists here tonight? Jesus. Okay, I guess this joke won't do well in a little incel basement crowd. Feminists rip. Feminists are better at sex than non-feminists. I think that's true. I think because they want to take control in the bedroom, right? Like whenever I'm really tired and my girlfriend asks me to get on top of her, I'm just like, would Ruth Bader Ginsburg let a man on top of her? No, she'd fucking ride this dick into the sunset because they said a woman couldn't. Then she'd suck me dry so I can't make any more, man. Then she'd wake up in the morning and go to her job to provide for both of us because they said it couldn't be done. You guys were a little trepidatious at the beginning of that one, but trepidatious means nervous if you're stupid. Sorry. My comedy's not for stupid people. You guys know what body positivity is? You guys into that? If you don't know, it's this dumb liberal shit that no matter what you look like, every human is beautiful. Everyone's sexy. Someone's never walked outside. If everyone's beautiful, why can't I get hard? If this crowd's so fucking sexy, why am I soft right now? You're going to want to burn that mic, Humboldt jungle. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I was thinking about this. I have a sister that's like a year younger than me, and it always sucked in high school. All my friends would always come up to me and be like, "Yo, dude, you know your sister's really hot, right? You know your sister's so hot, dude." And I was always like, "What am I supposed to do with that information?" Like, shit, I should have asked her to prom. You know, why didn't I make a move in the tub? You know. You know, there's that like stereotype of like the overprotective brother who's like waiting with a rifle when his sister brings home her first partner. He's like stroking the rifle, like, "You ain't gonna lay a hand on my sister," or whatever. I was like a woke overprotective brother. I was waiting there like, "You ain't leaving till you make my sister come." You better lay a hand on her wherever she tells you to, okay? You find her clit, then you get, Bobby. All right. It's in the upper left if I remember from the tub. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny, but I might not say it again. Well, okay, I'm trying to. People tell me I'm too dirty on stage. This is my attempt at writing a clean joke. I went to Noodles and Company the other day. Why is that funny? I went to Noodles and Company the other day. They didn't even give me someone to eat with. See, clean comedy sucks. It fucking sucks. I'm like, give me some linguine and a tug on my peenie. Tricked ya, it was dirty after all. You didn't think I could write a joke about Noodles and Company and sex, but I dare to dream. I dare to dream. I hate false advertising. This is my other attempt. Our uncle that our whole family hates died like a couple months ago. And they buried him at Resurrection Cemetery. And I was like, we're not going to chance a comeback. Let's bury him at Forever 71, okay? You were wrong. That was funny. That was your fault. Most crowds love that joke. That's fine. Okay, we'll get out of here. Okay. A lot of people say that everyone's like crazy, that our world's going nuts. But I think it's just the people on both sides, like the 10% on the far right and far left that just scream a lot, and everyone else in the middle is like pretty normal. Like everyone on the far left or the far right's like, Joe Biden is a Nazi pedophile who's fucking your kids on the flat moon. You know, COVID has the same number of letters as Biden. And then people on the left are like, cats should wear masks. You know? The age of consent is kink shaming. And then everyone in the middle's like, Doritos are good. I don't know. I'm voting for The Rock. Like, we're all arguing about, should we help Ukraine? Shouldn't we help Ukraine? And the people in the middle are taking a quiz like, which seltzer is your soulmate? I fucked it up, but it's going to be funny. Did you give me a light, Joe? You just gave me the light. Here's the big closer, people. This one's going to bring down the fucking house. I was walking a dog in Brooklyn one time. Imagine how funny it is to get paid to say, well, if your dog's a female, then who's sucking my dick? Or no, I said it the wrong way. I said what I wish would happen. I've been doing a lot of shows in small towns over COVID. A lot of comics did because they never believed in COVID, you know, so that was the only place we could perform. I got COVID twice before the vaccine even came out. I did. And I kept performing in these small red states the whole time and infecting all of that. While you guys were tweeting and marching for change, I was flipping districts. Have a good night. Bye. Okay.
Jeffrey Hospice, everybody. Let him hear it. It's fucking... You're going to hell, Jeff. It was really fun standing next to his very lovely girlfriend for that. Also, Jeff, you're not getting paid. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I'm not paying you. Jeff did a show of mine like a week ago, and he told that who just sucked my dick, or whose dick am I sucking joke 3 times. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Speaking of funniest things I've ever seen, how about that for a transition? Your next comedian, one of my favorite people in Chicago comedy, so funny. He runs a great show called Stand Up Logan Square at Surge Billiards. What Friday of every month?
Every other Friday.
Every other Friday. That's how it works. All right. Start clapping right now for my good friend Matt Mclean, everybody.
We might get the mask mandate lifted soon. That might be a good sign of things to come. I don't know if that's... Oh, you gotta turn it on. We got it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's also a good sign as the mic is on now. Yeah, we might have that. I just hope, we don't go back to the phase in COVID where, like, every business felt the need to send you updates on their COVID strategy via email. Remember that? Because, like, not everyone needed to participate in that, Like, I got one from a 4 a.m. bar in Wrigleyville that was like, we want you to know that health and safety is our number one priority here at Splooge McNasties, or whatever the fuck it was called. I'm like, I'm pretty sure health and safety doesn't even in your list of priorities, I don't think, because I've never walked into a 4 a.m. bar and been like, you know what? This looks like a healthy choice for me. This... And if it's not up to code, I swear to God, I am blacking out elsewhere. I am taking my business, getting out of here. Yeah, I was just like sending a bunch of emails all day before this. I'm an engineer during the day. Does anyone work with like engineers in their job, in their day-to-day or their office? Couple nods. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if you have the same theory. I think every engineer I've ever met is a little bit on the spectrum. I think that's true. And if you don't believe me, just go up to an engineer at your office tomorrow and lightly put a hand on their back. Watch them react as if you've scalded them with an iron. Watch them freak out. We're just, I don't know, we're socially awkward. I think I first noticed this in college when like everyone in my class failed this lab where, we had to like form our own groups. And that was it. We all freaked out, couldn't handle it. Just like, give me the F. I can't take this pressure, Get me out of here. I don't know what to do. But it's not good. I don't know. That's why I think, yeah, you got to be a little bit on the spectrum to be an engineer. I think that's just the trade-off, I think, is what it is. So I think that's why it's weird when my friends now are like, how do we get our kids into engineering? And I'm like, you can try getting them vaccinated, see if that shakes something loose, Fingers crossed, maybe. I don't know how it works, No, that's jokes, of course. Yeah, also over the pandemic, I got pretty into mushrooms. Got pretty into mushrooms of the pandemic. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Because all my friends were just like, oh, we, can't travel anymore. And I'm like, really? Because I took plenty of trips. I went all over the place, saw the world, and a few more. It was pretty good. And then they're like, all those billionaires were going to space at the same time. And they're like, I can't fucking believe they're going up there right now, I'm like, I know. I can't believe they're going up there the hard way. That's insane to me, You want to go to space? Talk to my friend Tamarin. She has great stuff. She, that was the new one. You guys sniffed it out pretty well. Nicely done. I do think, mushrooms are my favorite drug, I think, because they, like, show you all this, like, shit about yourself you have to work on. That's pretty cool, Like, no other drug gets that level of honesty with you, I don't think, Like, I've never, like, been in a bathroom stall at 2 a.m. and seen someone do a line of coke, like, I should call my mom more. I should really hop on that, Doesn't happen, Jeff was talking about Ukraine. Tensions are getting high over there. I like how, Macron went over there and smoothed everything right out. He really, that was it. He just goes over there. He's like, guys, Putin promised he's not going to do any more future military demonstrations in Ukraine. He promised. And then immediately the next day, 30 Russian naval ships moved towards Ukraine. And he's like, Putin, you promised. What the hell, And then Putin had my favorite response, the best rebuttal of all time. He was just like, look, that one was already on the schedule. So what I meant is I wouldn't add any more on in the future. That's what I meant. As if he's been, like, reprimanded for having too many guys trips in a row. He's like, look, we've been looking forward to this one for months, okay? We can't just
cancel it, you know? We booked PTO, flights are already on the books, you know, like Roddy hasn't taken the boat out since his kid was born. We gotta go. We gotta get there. And then I don't know if you noticed this last week. At some point, NPR, like their correspondents, switched from saying Kiev to Kyiv, and they were so proud of themselves. They worked it into conversation like way more than normal. They're just like, our correspondent Mara Eliason is in Kyiv this morning, and Mara, what's it like in Kyiv? What's the temperature for Kyiv citizens? Is it like the same old Kyiv we know and love, or like perhaps a new Kyiv? It's like, it sounded like they just come back from like study abroad and we're just being super pretentious about it, you know? We're just like, yeah, actually the locals all pronounce it Kyiv, and I'm the only one that really knows it, you know, you have to go there. You must go there. You have to try their vodka. It's the best I've ever had. It is so good. Very good. What else I want to talk about? Yeah, I got, you know, weird little tiny legs for a guy this size. Got weird legs. I don't know. Like, I'm 6'2". My girlfriend's 5'6". Our waist goes up to the same height. That's, you know, like maybe I wear the pants in the relationship, but they're women's for sure. You know, like I pick them out of her drawer every day. That is for sure what's happening. Yeah, I'm dating a human woman, though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. We've been dating for about a year, and so we're trying new things, right? We just tried choke sex. Whoa. That's of course when, you know, she gets really, really close to coming, and then I choke completely and can't finish the job. It's kind of my move, you know? I think whatever you're doing, though, you gotta have a safe word in bed. I think that's a good idea. You gotta have a safe word. Mine's Poughkeepsie. Feel free to use that. I think it's good because it's distinct, it's specific, and you can still get it out with a belt around your neck. You know. Oh, it's such a silly one. I like you guys for liking that. I don't know, I should say I've never been choked. I should cop to that. I've never been choked. Have any dudes in here ever tried it? Any dudes in here ever been choked? Yeah? How'd you like it, sir? How'd you like it?
2 thumbs up enthusiastically.
2 thumbs up enthusiastically. Whoa! That's incredible. I've only gotten like a positive response one other time when I've asked that. It was in like North Carolina. I said that and this guy in the back goes like, hell yeah, brother!
That was him.
That was it. He's the one who choked you. That was it. I don't know if you were privy to the rest of this because I'm like, hey, what was the night like? And he's like, great. I mixed that with a couple Vicodin. Felt amazing. I'm like, oh. I'm like, yeah, isn't that kind of the whole deal with Vicodin? That's just, he's like, yeah, oh yeah, you know, choke sex is great on Vicodin. You know, doing the dishes is great on Vicodin. Flights, great on Vicodin. I'm like, dude, I think you just like Vicodin. I'm like, this has anything to do with that. Very good. Yeah, I've never been choked, but I feel like that would be a pretty fun reboot for that movie Never Been Kissed, wouldn't it? If anyone wants to hop on that screenplay, let me know after the show. And keep it going for Joe, you guys. You've been great. Thank you so much.
Fuck you, man, and you're being tall. Keep it going for Matt Mclean, everybody, with a heater. 2 thumbs up enthusiastically. Show me your face, sir. Which one of you pigs is just getting suffocated within an inch of your life every time you come? I am worried about it. Confiscate his belt. Who's working the door here at this show in a guy's basement? Are you guys having fun? That's bullshit. Are you guys having fun? There we go. You're going to keep having fun. Your next comedian, one of my favorite in Chicago. She's got a great podcast called Doing Time. You should listen to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Lauren.
Keep it all right, how are we feeling? We feeling good? Cool. Anybody got any step parents in here? Okay, we're in a basement. More of you should be raising your hand. If your parents are married, why are you here? I got a stepmom. I don't like my stepmom, but recently my stepmom, she bought me a ton of clothes, right? So I was like really happy, really thankful for her. She was like, Drew, you don't have to keep thanking me. I know that you appreciate me, right? So I told this to my mom, and my mom was like, Drew, tell her your mother taught you that. Tell her your mother taught you manners. By the way, my mom sounds like this because she's Jewish, not just annoying. And then my mom was like, anytime anybody ever tells you you're good at something, just tell them that your mother taught you that. Yeah, so I told that to the guy. He told me I gave good head. Which is, fun, yeah. So now he's dating my mom. It's been a weird year. I actually lied about that joke. I can't give head. Thank you. It is a blessing. And it's not because I'm like a naggy Jewish woman, And I'm like, is it clean, cut, and kosher? It's because I have a nut allergy, so I can't really risk cross-contamination, everything swinging down there. Not for me. I wish I was lying. Okay, I am single. I've been sucking a lot of dick. Actually, this is true. I was hooking up with this dude recently, and I smelled that he had peanut butter on his breath. And then while it was going down on him, I was having an allergic reaction. And my first dumb thought was like, well, at least I won't have to fake choke. Just use his dick as an EpiPen. Just get it in there, That's what the instructions say. They say to stab it, so... Oh, God, I hate myself. Okay. Is anybody... I have no transitions for any of my jokes. I'll let you know that off top. Does anybody... Is anybody working corporate in here? Anybody? Okay, cool. We're still in the basement. That's fun. I work in corporate. Man, here's the thing. I started this new job. Hate my new job. The reason I hate working in corporate is because you always got to do small talk, right? Always got to do small talk. We had to go around the room recently at my new job and say our worst quarantine habit, right? Fun little icebreaker. Worst quarantine habit. One dude was like, I snooze my alarm clock a lot. This other girl was like, I order in food a lot. And I'm like, I'm drunk right now. I'm not slurring my words. Your Wi-Fi is lagging, okay? That's how I get it. If you put coffee in your company mug, you're a narc, okay? That's how that worked. This is true. Over the summer, I was coked out on a meeting because my life has been going great. And I was coked out on a meeting, dude, and I started to get really nervous about it, but then I started thinking, I was like, I think I look like I've cared more than I ever have about this job. I think I looked nervous that I did too much work, right? And I didn't want to look like I was sucking my boss's dick, and I'm like, I swear I'm not taking a dick, I am taking a line, okay? That's what I've been up to. I don't know, this happened recently. I got a breast reduction. You want to give it up for my old tits? Huh? Thank you. They need it probably in the trash somewhere. Okay. I got a breast reduction. Here's the thing. The breast reduction really changed my life, but I don't like the questions that people ask me about getting a breast reduction. They're always really stupid. I was talking to one of my friends who was also seriously considering getting a breast reduction, and she asked me, but isn't it really painful to make your boobs smaller? I was like, dude, what kind of question is that? Like, of course it's painful buying my own drinks now. Right? Like, it's fucking awful. Why did you get a breast reduction? Because my back hurt from carrying all the free shit I got. Okay? It hurt. I had a guy friend for 20 years, and he was like, I didn't even know you had brown eyes. I just didn't know you had a face. Actually, oh God. I'll talk about my stepmom because you asked, and I got a stepmom. But here's the thing: I don't like my stepmom, not for the normal reasons people usually don't like their stepparents. It's also because my stepmom truly tries to make me feel jealous about like everything. I feel like everything she does is always in spite of me, right? I was at a dinner with her recently, and all my step-siblings, I got 4 step-siblings, and we're all talking, and she just interjects in the middle of our conversation, and she goes, hey, you know when my ex-husband dies, me and my kids get $6 million. Right? $6 million. I don't get the $6 million. I just don't understand why she would try to make me feel jealous about something like that, you know? Because, like, especially growing up in the Jewish faith, like, I've learned that's not a lot of money. It's really not my cup of tea, right? It's like a Christian 6,000, you know? Like, it's really not my thing. Me and Joe did go to the same high school. I will have you know that. He is not Jewish. Probably wants my money. Okay, he's laughing. Okay, we're good. I was like, oh, will I get paid tonight? Okay. I don't know, man. Is anybody got any roommates in here? No? Okay, you all look poor, I assume. I assume we got roommates. Dude, I got a roommate. I love my roommate. I'm really close with her, but sometimes she says things that don't really make sense. They don't really align. Like, I was talking with, like, all my friends, and one of my friends was like, you know, if you eat a hot dog, it takes 30 seconds off your life, right? And my roommate was like, wow, I'm never eating a hot dog again. And I was like, bitch, you did ecstasy at 7 a.m. the other day. What? This girl has done so many drugs. If she ate Molly off of a hot dog, she'd live 5 years longer. Okay? Oh, God. I don't know. Okay, like I said, no transitions. Do we know people with Asperger's besides all the comics that went up tonight? Do we know people with fucking Asperger's? Dude, my brother's got Asperger's, and I really try to help him with his social skills, but, like, everything he says is always off the cuff, out of pocket, right? And recently, he got into a fight with my stepmom, and he called her a Percocet eating whore. Which is pretty crazy, right? Because I can't even help him because I don't like her. And I'm like, at what point do we not call it Asperger's and we just call it doing God's work, right? I think we should throw that in the DSM-5 somewhere, you know? I think Autism Speaks' new slogan should be Autism Speaks the Truth, you know? I think that would be a fun one. I'll do. I'm almost out of time. Did anybody work from home? We're working from home. Okay. I work from home, man. And the other day, my apartment is connected to the apartment next to mine, and the whole entire day, I thought that they were doing construction. The whole day, right? And I realized that my vibrator had been going off for the whole entire day. It's just crazy, right? Like, I work 10 to 4, my vibrator worked 9 to 5. That is insane. My sock drawer has come more than I ever will in my entire life, so it's a good one. I'll get out of here on this. Something about me, I'm a really competitive person. That's something about I'm super competitive. I think I'm so competitive because I used to dive in college. But I dove at the same time that I was really depressed, right? And I was really depressed because I was always focused on getting first place. So, like, every time I didn't get into first, I would, like, spiral down into this anxiety and depression hole. Finally, I got so depressed, I attempted suicide. When I attempted suicide, I went to the hospital, and there was only one other lady there who also tried to kill herself. This woman tried to kill herself by taking 80 Xanax, which is a lot, right? And I started thinking about myself, and I was like, wow, like, I only took a quarter of that, right? I was like, how in the world did she take me out of first place? How the fuck? Dude, I'd rather die in first than be alive in second. Do you understand? So, but this woman had severe brain damage, right? So I think the real loss is knowing I'm in second, and she has no idea she's in first, okay? It's fucking crazy. All right, I'm Drew Lauren. Thank you, bye.
Drew Lauren, everybody, let her hear it. Keep it going for Drew, everybody. Make some noise. We learned some things about this crowd during that set. One, apparently none of your parents are divorced. I watch you guys walk in. Lie. There's no way. There's no way. And then she said, does anyone here have roommates? And like one of you clapped. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way you all live alone. But yeah, Drew, you will not be getting paid tonight. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? All right, that was actually pretty good. All right, I'm so excited to have your next comic here. He's so funny. You can see him all over Chicago. Stephen Haas, everybody.
Oh, keep it going for Joe, guys. Keep that going. And keep it going for all the comedians you've seen, all the other ones. It's good to be here. I quit my work from home job. So I'm not like Drew. I'm done. I couldn't do that. I don't know if you guys like it. This is what work from home is. You're on conferencing all day, and you do this. You go, you're still muted. No, you're still muted. We can see you got to unmute. No, you got to unmute, buddy. You have to unmute. How are you still talking? We can't see you. You got to unmute. That's the whole job. I do that even if they're not on mute because they have to believe you. This is a fun one. The next one-on-one meeting you're in the middle of it, just do this. Go, hey, did you mean to share your screen right then? Because they panic. And they get terrified. And they're like, oh, fuck. It's great. I didn't like it. I know I didn't like it either. I wasn't working from home, and a lot of people are not working from home. I was working from apartment. That is a different ass experience, okay? Work from home, my boss, his wife brought him lunch every day to that wing of the house. I work from apartment. I hear my roommate cry. I hear my neighbor fight, okay? Clients comment on my bed frame. That's not good. I mean, you should hang up some pictures, Steven. That would make women more comfortable. I'm like, we're in a meeting right now, guys. You work for me. I knew it wasn't going to go good. During the interview, the boss, he saw my apartment. He said it looked so shitty. He said the words shitty in a job interview. He goes, during important meetings, he goes, you got to put up a green screen. He said that. So I did. I put it up during the important meetings, and then one day it fell over. I don't know how to express how vulnerable I was in that moment. 25 clients just saw my shitty apartment. The only way it would have been more exposing would be if I stood up to fix it and my dick popped out. And then I started crying. And then my mom joined the call. And then her dick popped out. It's vulnerable. So, I gotta get another job. This sucks. Job interviews are so stupid. It's so stupid. I hate that you have to have stories ready to go. 3 times I've been asked this. 3 times, just real casual. Hey, Steven, yeah, so tell us about a time you took initiative. Is that a story we're supposed to have ready to go? I have no idea. What kind of life do you think I lead? I'm at the party, my friends are like, shut up, dude, shut up, Steven. Tell the initiative story. Dude, no, not the demonstrating leadership story. It's like I shit my pants once. I have a story about shitting my pants. How do I twist that? I took initiative on my pants. I don't know. I'm doing better. I used to not. My living situation used to be terrible. I had mice in my walls. Have you had that? Do you know? It's the scratching. Do you know that? That's mice. If you hear scratching at night, I had mice in my walls, which I called the exterminator. I was the only roommate who called. This is what he goes, yeah, you know it's mice if the apartment smells like stale urine. I had 6 male roommates. I go, buddy, we're covered in mice, okay? My pants are filled with them right now. This is not helpful. Just trying to date. That is hard, dating with mice in your walls. It goes like this. Hey, do you like animals? No, not cats and dogs. Like forest creatures. You know? It's like, have you ever been on a safari? Come on over. It's like the Learning Channel in my apartment. I bought glue traps. It fell on me. I had to kill them. I bought glue traps, which does not kill them. They gotta put that on the box. It just puts the mouse into this horror movie type situation. How is that not on the box? I was looking on the box. I was like, how do you kill him? The directions, it was like, dude, however the fuck you want. The box was like, have fun with it, buddy. Just, get real creative. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to date. I lived in a studio before that. That's all right. I love living alone. I want to do that. I pee with the door open every time. That's my rule. Not just bathroom door, front door too. Because I make the rules in my apartment. They can move if they want. stupid. The problem with the studio. And this is like true. This isn't a joke. It's like you cannot have guests over. It's just not an option. Have you visited someone in a studio? There's this weird moment where they open the door and you just see their bed. There's no way of saving that. Just like, make yourself comfortable. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? There's an exposed bed in the room. I'm doing good. I have a good apartment now. I sold the children's furniture. I have all adult-sized furniture now. That's another life hack people don't know about. It's you can just buy children's furniture. It's cheaper. Did you know that? They don't check if you have kids. Isn't that a great life hack? You have to lie a little bit, you know. How much weight does the chair support? That's an important question. No, the kid's fat as shit. Don't worry about it. He's a fat piece of shit. Give me the chair. Yeah, I am dating. This sucks. What they don't tell you about dating, you see the rom-coms and you see the bad dates and you see the good dates. They don't tell you it's all boring dates. That doesn't come up in the movies. It's just women, strangers showing me their Wordle. That's the dating experience. It sucks. I don't do that. When I go on a date, I go ready. I go in like it's a podcast interview. I have 2 anecdotes ready. I cut it off after an hour, and I always say something that's kind of offensive and strange. You got to do that. So she has something to do. She goes home. How was your date? He said Chinese people are short because they're closer to the equator. Boom. I gave him something to talk about. I have to go home. I have to go train. The Wordle of the day was train. And she got it in 3 because she's a fucking wizard or something. I hate it. I hate talking on these stupid dates. I can't. I'm just on autopilot. Do you know that feeling? There's this feeling where it feels like I'm practicing English. I'm on the first date like, do you enjoy living in the city? Do your siblings enjoy living in the city? It's like, man, I don't give a fuck. All right, guys, that's my time. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Steven fucking Haas, everybody. Let him hear it. Another round of applause for Steven, everybody. All right, my job as host is to keep the momentum going. You guys are fucking killing it. I'm not going to say another word. Your next comedian, you can see him all over Chicago, but especially the Lincoln Lodge, Saturday the 26th. Go see him. Ask him for ticket info. Start clapping right now for Kyron Harel, everybody.
Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise. Hell yeah. I don't know if y'all know this, but the bathroom upstairs has a heated toilet seat. And a lot of y'all, I'm anemic. Y'all have been cock blocking my heat. I've been shivering down here, okay? Every 5 minutes I just sneak upstairs and sit on that warm toilet. Just had to be honest and vulnerable. Okay, let's get into the jokes. Hell yeah. Are we watching Kim and Kanye's divorce happening in front of our eyes right now? Kanye's losing his fucking mind. Is he not? I don't know if y'all know this, but Kanye, he made a song, and in the song it said, God saved me from that crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass. And I love that Kanye think that like him and God are such homies, you know? That in 2002, when Kanye crashed his car, he wants us to believe that God came down and said, hey, buddy, hang in there. There's an SNL cast member I need you to beat up in the future. Isn't that the stupidest shit? Like for black people, when we heard the song, we were like, oh shit, name drop, violence. We were excited, right? But I feel like Pete Davidson is just happy to be included, you know? I feel like white people love being shouted out by black people regardless of what we're shouting you out for, you know? I'm gonna tell you a true story. In high school, I knew this dude named Chewy, okay? And Chewy was, he was notorious for eating ass, all right? Notorious, we all knew. And no one thought it was cool, but whenever we would see him, we would tease him. We'd be like, oh, shit, ladies, hide your assholes. Here come Chewy. And we would do that. And he would, like, lean into it. He'd be like, well, I am a little bit famished now that you mention it. Is there fresh ass around, or are you teasing? And it's true. And I remember after I graduated, I wanted to check in on the Chewster, you know? So I go to his Instagram, and this is true. He changed his name on Instagram to Chewy, a.k.a. the Booty-Destroying God. And I wish I had a joke to tie this back to Pete Davidson, but I think I just want to talk shit about Chewy for a second. It's a weird dude. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Okay, does anyone smoke weed in here? If you smoke weed, make a little bit of noise. Okay, I think I need to stop smoking, okay? Because I always get carried away. I get really carried. I always reach the point of terror when I get high. You know, like one of those nights where you smoke, you're like, I can handle it, and you keep smoking and you get fucked up, you know? It's a true story. Over the weekend, 2 a.m., I'm dangerously high. To the point where I am nervous, okay? I go to Google and I type in, what do I do when I look in the mirror and I am myself? And I didn't realize it was a dumb thing to look up until I saw the first result. The result just said, nigga, go to bed, maybe, okay? Turn the fucking phone off, Kyron. I need to stop, but I know that I won't because it's too fun. Whenever I get high, I got this buddy, and he's like real right-wing. He loves conspiracy theories, you know, and I love getting with him and just talking about the universe, right? We're high. One night he says, Kyron, the only way to solve racism is for the aliens to come back. And he said come back, but I won't address what he could have possibly meant by that, right? And he was like, Kyron, when the aliens return, we'll have a common enemy, so we'll be forced to see each other as only human. And I'm like, that's really good in theory, but I guarantee if the aliens come back, I am telling them that white people taste delicious, okay? I am ratting y'all the fuck out. I will invite every white person I know to my home, okay? I don't know how I'll do it. Probably just say I got hummus and pita chips or some shit, nigga. Y'all like that shit, don't you? Hummus and a puppy in need. It's like the white people bat signal. Y'all just kick down my door with a leash and pita chips and nigga ready for action. It's a funny joke. That's a new tag. Pita chip. Funny word. All right. We're reaching the serious part of the night now, okay? This is a story. It's very true. But it either goes one of two ways. Are y'all ready for this shit? Make a little bit of noise. Okay. Loosen your assholes up a little bit, okay? My mother gives horrible advice, okay? Like when I was growing up and whenever I was like too afraid to ask for something, she would say, Kyron, just ask, okay? Because the worst that someone can say is no. So I remember that I took her advice, right? 6th grade. There was this girl named Natalie who I was madly in love with, right? I walk up to her at lunch and I asked for her number. And in front of everyone, she said, Kyron, you look like the retarded hyena from Lion King. And I don't know how y'all rank responses, but that's a lot worse to know, nigga. Kind of broke my heart. And y'all took it okay. I know he's like, oh, he said the word, but it was 6th grade, okay? I'm retelling an event. We had a very limited vocabulary. She didn't call me the mentally underdeveloped hyena from Lion King. And if she did, we were 12-year-old boys. We would have just called her gay, okay? All right, I got you back. Hell yeah, I won you back. All right. Hell yeah, good old R-word joke. All righty. I'm glad we're friends. No one looks like they want to fight me. I am not adapt for that. I am not a tough guy. And I knew that I wasn't a tough guy my entire life, right? And I'm fine with it. It is knowledge that I have. It is knowledge that I know. But other people are starting to notice, and that rubs me the wrong way. Right? A couple weeks ago, this girl I know, she asked me to walk her to her car. I'm like, easy money. I got that, right? But as I'm walking her to the car, this guy that we both know starts to walk with us. Do you know what this means? This means that after she asked me to walk her, she asked him to walk me. I have never been called a bitch so subtly, y'all. And he was smaller than me, so like she wasn't calling me a bitch in stature, she was calling me a bitch in spirit, you know? And that hurts a little bit more, because like, I'm not tough. Like, I'm afraid of practically everything, you know? I think that one of my biggest fears is getting robbed on a date. Terrified of that, right? Just me and my girl late at night walking. Some dude jumps out the bushes. He's like, I don't know what sound, hungry for money. I don't know what they say. I'm not a robber. But I imagine it's something like that. He grabs my girl. He's like, Kyron, if you move, I'm going to shoot her in the head. Terrified of that, right? Because I know at some point I'd have to toughen up, be a man, and explain to her parents how she died, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sticking around for that shit. He got you. What does he need me for, ma'am? You went on a date with a coward who was also a comedian. Who do you think paid for the meal, honey bun? And I hate telling that joke around women because they all say the same shit. You're not going to stand by your girl? You're not going to stand by your girl? No. I think a better question is, why are you so selfish? If you die, I have to die with you? Sounds like abandonment issues, ma'am. You got to get that checked out. My name is Kyron Harel. Y'all been fucking awesome. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Kai, everybody. Before he went up, Kyron was like, hey, Joe, how do you think this audience would feel about a joke with the word retarded in it? And I don't know if you've ever looked out at a room full of people and, like, gauged that specific thing before. But it's fun, because also, like win or lose, I win there. Like, that's... Either the joke goes well or I hear one of my favorite words. So, I'm just kidding. I don't use that word except for right now and every group chat. So, we're good. All right. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Need more than that. Are you ready for your next comedian? All right. You can see her all over town. She's so fucking funny. Jackie Cooper, everybody.
Absolutely. I was single for the quarantine. Was anyone in here single during the quarantine? You shouldn't sound so excited. I was so single, I think I forgot how to have sex. Like, I got a leg cramp masturbating the other day. That's not a good sign. Recently in bed, some guy was like, talk dirty to me. I was like, You're bad. He left. I came immediately. So it all worked out. One thing about being single during the pandemic is I watched a lot of porn. Thank you. Brave soul up front. She's like, I too did that. Who in here likes porn? I know you do, sir. He did not woo, but I caught him in a lie. I like porn. I try to watch porn for women, which, ladies, does not exist. I clicked on a porn tag for women the other day. The title of the porn was Cock-Sucking Babe Gets Mean Anal. Who's that for? Because if it were for me, it would be called, like, Pussy Eating Man. Or, like, clit licking. Guy with a steady job. Holds me while I cry. One thing about having sex with yourself is you hear how you actually sound when you orgasm. Because, ladies, we're not faking it, right? But we do. I do like to perform a little bit, right? Like, I always thought it just sort of naturally sounded like, ah! Oh, no. Turns out when baby girl's all alone, what she really sounds like is, When I come, I sound like a 12-year-old boy being asked to do his homework. I'm like, fine. Okay, I'll do it. Mom's like, dinner's ready. I'm like, I'm coming. I do reckless shit when I'm single. Does anyone else in here do reckless shit when they're single? I like how one girl just raised her hand. She was like, I admit it. Shoot me. What kind of reckless shit do you do? Girl who raised her hand.
I'm not admitting it, don't worry.
We're not admitting it, don't worry. But it's just like, I fucked someone. I fucked my cousin. That would be reckless. I do legitimately reckless shit. Like, I just stopped taking my birth control. Yeah. But it's only because I'm trying to trap a man into paying for his half of an abortion. Because here's the thing, my parents are going to cover the whole thing, so that's a net $250 for me. If I'm going to be single, I'm going to be a businesswoman. Okay, you guys are pro-life losers. You hate women earning money, okay? Rude. I was is there something really special during the pandemic? I was unemployed, which means I got to move back home with my mommy and daddy, which was awesome. And there's one thing about being single during the pandemic is, and I think most women came to this realization. I don't know a single woman who walked into the pandemic straight and is still straight today. And I know it's true because every woman laughed and every man looked scared. Like, we all looked at our own tits for 18 months and went, absolutely. More of this. So I figured out I'm bisexual, and I decided, I was living at home with my parents, I would come out to my mother, right? Mistake. I was like, Mom, I think I'm bi. She was like, why do you think that? I was like, pop quiz! Didn't realize I'd have to answer that one. I think I'm bi because I find other women attractive. She was like, yeah, Jackie, all women find other women attractive. It's like, okay, oh my God, okay. Let me be more clear. I think I'm bi because I want to fuck other women. She goes, yeah, Jackie, all women want to fuck other women. Yeah, have you ever had to out your mom to your mom? And suddenly her whole relationship with my dad makes sense because he's like this kind of bigger guy and he's got a great rack. For Valentine's Day, I bought him a push-up bra to show my mom what she's missing. Like I said, I'm bi. I'm a brave bisexual woman, BBW, if you will. So brave. I'm so brave. People think coming on stage and doing stand-up is brave. No, I'm just like a huge slut for attention. I'm obsessed with the fact you guys are all staring at me right now, and it's not enough. That's how much I need attention. Like, you are just smiling. Laugh. He went, that was enough. I came immediately. No, and the past 2 years have been hard for people like me, us little sluts for attention. Like, because we were deprived of it during the pandemic. I didn't get to perform at all. That was really hard. So, like, I just started saying random shit. Like, I got COVID 6 times, and I didn't test positive once. Do you get it? Because I want attention for being sick? Okay, no? Okay. That's a new one. It had a different opening until tonight, and it's good to know that the old opening works. Yeah, sure. I'm a feminist. Let's go back to that. I'm a feminist. Is anyone in here a feminist? Hell yeah. I'm a feminist, but I hate certain feminist phrases. Like, I hate the phrase girl boss, right? Because we already have a word for that. It's bitch. Anyone using that word is a straight up cunt. I also hate the phrase God is a woman because first of all, it's pandering, but second of all, it's like blatantly untrue. Because if I pray to God and I'm like, God, climate change is an issue and we need to fix it. If God were a woman, she'd be like, I'm so sorry, I'll get that done by end of day. Only a man would be like, everything happens for a reason. And the reason is me. And then continue to not do anything about it. God isn't just a man, he might be a member of Congress. Oh yeah, she's political. Now she's gonna talk about fucking more. I'm single, so I'm on the dating app Hinge. Is anyone in here on a dating app? Most depressed woos you've ever heard. What apps are you on? Hinge and Tinder, because you like to fuck and you like to suck. I don't know what that means. No, I'm on. Do you know the tagline for Hinge?
You get off it.
You get off it. Sure, close enough. That's basically it. It's the app to be deleted. Because you're going to find the love of your life. And I did. First message I got, love of my life. He goes, what's your ideal threesome? I was like, sir, it's 8 a.m. But I thought about it. I think my ideal threesome would be like me, ooh. Someone else, and a guy, and the guy is just like ignoring the other person. Looking me deeply in the eyes and whispering, you are so much funnier than her. Because that's enough to make me come. Guys, I've been Jackie Cooper. Give it up for Joe Ames.
Jackie Cooper, everybody, let her hear it. This crowd is, you guys are unbelievably good at sniffing out new jokes, which is really hurting our feelings, but good for you for being, I guess, a smart crowd or whatever. Also, way more of you are on dating apps. This crowd's full of liars. Looking at a sea of lonely people right now. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Are you guys ready for next comedian? Again, bullshit. I need more than that. Are you ready for next comedian? There you go. All right, he's got an unbelievable web series and podcast called Roommates-in-Law. He's one of my favorite comics in Chicago. Tommy Schneeman, everybody.
I got a new joke right up top. I was walking a dog in Brooklyn. I got a 0-star review for misgendering the dog. I mean, if that dog was Jeff, then who was I fucking? Was that it? Did I? Kind of a killer riff. Didn't know if you guys would remember it, but that guy is memorable. He is worrisome. Good. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. I don't know the groom. The bride is my ex. So that rips. She invited me to her wedding. Kind of a wild move. Kind of a dick move, some would say. She dumped me and invited me to her wedding. Yeah. It's like if your boss fired you and the next day was like, hey, you want to swing by the Christmas party? I am spiraling a little bit going into the weekend. Just thinking about the breakup, thinking about it. I remember when we broke up, my dad was trying to help me get over her, and he has never figured out how to talk to me. So what he went with was, you know what, Tommy? I think you'll be fine. She's not that cute. That's weird from your father about the woman you're in love with. Because what do you say to that? What can you say? Neither is mom? I was just home for a couple weeks, told that joke. My mom's like, hey, Tom, don't love that. I don't think that's that funny. I'm like, I don't think you're that cute. So it's good being home. Boy, the last wedding I went to, though, I mean, there's no way this lives up to. The last wedding I went to, I went home with a bridesmaid. Very fun. She shared first thing in the morning that she was in a 5-year relationship. And you don't know what to say to that. So I went like full sleepover. I was like, well, what's he like? I'm like, ooh, tell me about him, you know? I felt like Frenchie from Grease. I was like, tell me more, you know? It's a deep cut musical reference just for you three. She then shared that he was a Chicago City police officer. Yeah, I know. I'd never really thought I'd be scared of the cops, but here we are. You know? I mean, then I thought about it for a while. And it's kind of the most woke liberal thing I've ever done. Yeah? You guys were out there protesting for the last couple years. You guys are like, fuck the police. I'm like, yeah, and their girlfriends. You know, cuck the police. ACAB, all cops are betas. You know, you guys were out there marching. I was munching. So, ironically, she didn't like to be choked. That's my favorite one. All right. I'm just trying to think of more right now. Like, you guys pick it, I'll lick it. That's gross. I don't know. Thank you, though. That's my favorite one to tell. Thank you for coming on that journey with me, because she did not. So, justice was served. I don't know. This past couple years. I spent most of this past couple years in a small town in northern Minnesota. I kind of hit the panic button hard when stuff shut down. I went to a town of like 500 people. That's where the characters are. You got to get up there. I mean, I met a guy, Stu, who thinks that COVID never existed. Like never, not like a right wing guy. Like it was never on his radar. He was fishing the whole time. It was just, and then he got it, which like you're kind of like, okay, good. You know, I mean, you're like, Stu, get well soon, but read a book, dude. You know, just all right. You guys stay with me here. Stu got it bad. He was like hospitalized, like almost didn't make it. It was tough. I was worried about him. He gets out, recovers, still thinks it's a hoax. I'm like, Stu, what would it take with you? Like, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but I'd be way more open-minded if Bigfoot beat the shit out of me. You know, Bigfoot's just got me on the ropes, throwing right hooks. I'm like, it's the media. It's the left. Don't believe the hype, man. I don't know why. You guys really... Are we an anti-vax crowd in here? I'm confused. That is my best joke, but good. There are a lot of anti-vaxxers up there, and I think the problem is we just never marketed to them. It was always the same thing as the same... Like, we just... The whole time, we were just like, do it, do it, do it, do it. You should do it. Do it. I've never done anything in my life because of that. Like, if I was an anti-vaxxer, I'd be way more likely to do it if someone was like, you won't. I bet you won't, you little bitch. I'll bet you $50 you won't do it. I'd be like, give it to me right now. Put it in my eyes, my ears, my ass. I don't care. I'll take one of each. Throw in a J&J. I'll take a blood clot. I don't care. Tell me I won't, dude. You know? I don't know. Good. We're not going to do the rest of the vaccine material because you guys are cautious there. All right. All right. Oh, okay. Well, the people want it. The last one's not even good. Damn it. Here's the thing. My dad's a doctor, and when we were kids, I'm one of 8 kids. Yeah, my dad figured out the only way to be a doctor and not be rich. That's it. I have 8 kids. A doctor with 8's like a plumber with 1. That's what the old saying is. I think that's in the Bible. My dad... Every Halloween would bring home from the hospital a brown paper bag full of flu vaccines. Definitely illegal now that I'm thinking about it. And he would put them on the counter. We would all sit in this stool, and he would give us our flu shots before we could go trick-or-treating. That is a vaccine strategy. That's immediate reward. You get your vaccine, you go get Skittles or whatever, you know? That's what we need to take to small-town America. I mean, maybe it's not Snickers and Skittles, but it's like, hey, you come, you get your shot, then you can drunk drive. You know? You don't even have to take back roads. It's right on the freeway. All right. I'm gonna move on. I'm a big classic rock fan. I don't know how to start this joke. I really like classic rock, but whenever a classic rock legend dies, I get a little excited because it's kind of the only time my dad calls me. Don't get sad. I mean, but like the bigger the star, the longer the conversation, you know? Like I want Bruce Springsteen to live forever, but the day he dies, my dad might find out what I do for a living. We might FaceTime. I'm excited. Good, that's kind of great. You guys think Jesus is coming back? Whoa, pretty hard no. So you guys live a hopeful life. Good. I don't know what I believe, but I think if he came back, it'd be we would all kind of be like, whoa, dude, no one thought you were coming. Get in here, though. I mean, I hope he brought... I just think it would be funny if he came back with the same bag of tricks as the first... Because, like, up close magic was kind of his whole thing. People are not as excited about it anymore. You know? Like, David Copperfield turned the Statue of Liberty... He made it disappear 30 years ago. I don't think turning water to wine is going to get Jesus another book deal, you know? Calling the Bible a book deal is the best thing I've written, and... I see, most of you didn't get it till I said that. Ah, damn it. I just think he'd end up being like a street performer in New Orleans. Just in the town square, like, I'm the Son of God. And we're like, shut up, dude. You have 12 followers. You know? There's no way he's going viral. Not even on TikTok, you know? I think Jesus would have to, like, show whole just to get a following. That's a new line. That's fun. God. So I was walking a dog in Brooklyn. Jeff, I'm sorry. Oh man. Dating now is like it's all apps. You know, we kind of have to be on the apps now. It seems like that's the only option. I just don't like them. I'd rather meet someone the old-fashioned way. You know, her dad makes my dad an offer. They negotiate for a while. I get land, sheep out of the deal, maybe. I don't know. That'd be sick. I don't know. I don't like Tinder because last time I was home, I saw my cousin on there. That's not what you're looking for. And then we had to see each other in person at Christmas, like 3 days later. And she was like, Tommy, I saw you on Tinder. What if I had swiped right as a joke? I'm like, we would have matched. Wow, despite the bottle dropping, that joke still hit. That's how good it is. Wow. Shut up. Also, whoever just tried to sabotage my set, we'll talk afterwards. That was incredibly timed. I don't know. I am white. And I feel... Shocker. Wow, you're hilarious. I feel weird actively selecting the white emojis on an iPhone. Have you seen how aggressively white those are? That feels racist to me. Plus, I don't need to clarify that I'm white. I'm already texting you, holy smokes. I mean, scroll up. 2 days ago, I said, oh, geez. One time I was talking to a girl on a dating app, and she was white, and she was using a pretty dark shade of emoji. Not the darkest, but pretty dark. Too dark. And I was like, what's happening here, Rachel? And she goes, well, it's just because I'm really tan right now. I was like, I think you're doing cyber blackface. Plus, I know you're white, you know? We're cousins. Almost had you on that one. All right, we're going to get out of here on this. I thought I was gonna become like a big, strong guy over quarantine. That was my big plan. I don't actually want to be strong. I'd like to look strong. I don't need to be strong. I can open almost any jar. I'd like to look stronger than I am because of the internet. You know, because last summer I posted a picture from the beach, and within minutes, my meanest friend was like, Tommy, why are you flexing? You're not strong. Yeah, not even funny, just mean. But he's also like my saddest friend. He's been in a bad relationship for 5 years. I never really know how to insult him, so I just waited till he posted a picture with his girlfriend. And I was like, hey, David, why are you smiling? You're not happy. That's fun if you're not David. I'm Tommy. You guys give it up for Joe. Bye.
The whole front row. The entire front row. You just all stayed for Tommy. Okay, Adam, heads up. The entire front row is going to come back in the middle of your set. After being... Keep it going for Tommy Schneeman, everybody. If Tommy's not having fun on dating apps, I don't stand a fucking chance. Okay, that sucks. All right, we have one comedian left. Are you guys ready? It's the last time I'm going to make you do this. Are you ready for your final comedian of the night? There we go. We have dripping pipes. This is the most basement show of all time. All right, I love you guys, and I love this next comedian so much. One of my favorite comedians in Chicago, one of my best buds. Adam Gilbert, everybody.
Keep it going for everybody you saw tonight. Hell yeah. We're in a basement. We're cooking with gas. Let's just do it right now. This is what my voice sounds like. I have the voice of a tattletale. My first words were, "It was him, officer." Those will be my last words, too. The life expectancy of a snitch is not long. I think I'd have fun on the witness stand. You should do some stuff. I want to witness some stuff, you know? I think I'd have I'd have a blast up there. Why not? Guy calls you up. And the defense calls Little Stinker to the stand. I was just holding some cotton candy. Can you describe what you saw for the courtroom? I don't know. I saw a lot of stuff. And not a lot of it was very kosher. Why doesn't your bailiff have a gun? Oh, man. I ate too much fried chicken last night. I don't eat good. I don't look like I don't eat good. I look like I'm about to make an amazing case for porridge. So I'm gonna. Here's the thing. You little piggies love porridge, all right? Porridge is just cooking dry stuff in wet, all right? Mac and cheese is porridge. SpaghettiOs is porridge. Crystal meth is porridge. I'm making it in my tub right now. I want to do a Mad Men poster, you know? Porridge, it's not just for orphans. Oh, man, we're cooking with gas. Thank you for coming back. This is great. Oh, man. Doing I don't drink anymore. I'm doing the sober life. I don't drink anymore. I got too good at it. Stop it. They had to retire my jersey because it was covered in tears and pee. Quit drinking. And people ask me, like, what hobbies are you getting into? Nothing. I'm getting into smoking weed and running around. That's what... People don't like it. Oh, I'm getting really into scurrying. I can tell you this about being sober. Sober dating it's fine, but the dates are not horny. Hey, you want to come over? I have a glass of milk. Better drink it quick. We got fucking to do. Nobody's ever. What do you do? Coffee? Nobody's ever been at a Starbucks. Like, do you want to get out of here? These banana nut muffins got me acting strange. Why don't you order another plate of Danishes for Daddy? I'm gonna go ask the barista for the bathroom password. See if they got any condoms. Coffee's not a social lubricant. It's a poop lubricant. Keep up. We're cooking with gas. This is a pretty nice crowd. Give it up for yourselves. You guys are really nice. I've had some not so nice crowds in my day. You believe that? They were chitter-chatting. Little chatterboxes. And oh man, I hate it. I hate it when they're talking when Daddy's about to be up here. I did a show. This audience was, you know, and I was about to go up, and I had to show them, you ain't gonna be doing that when church is in session. So here is my move. I brought a White Claw on stage, baby. Yeah, Sprite that makes you want to call your mom. Tell her about the haters, you know. I thought that was going to be my I ain't scared of you motherfuckers moment. But you've seen the way I walk side to side, like I'm about to ask you for candy money. I was wearing a swell cardigan I got for Christmas. It looked adorable. It looked like a mouse was on Def Jam. Really? Bitch, if you give me a cookie, you know I'm gonna need a glass of milk. Shucky ducky, squeak squeak. Hamburger with cheese. All right, we're good. Doing good. I did a pretty good job. I've had some bad jobs in my day, let me tell you. What do you do for a job?
Work in museums.
Whoa. What do you do, like security?
I hang up pictures.
Oh. I didn't know they had a guy who did that. I thought they were just there. What do you do for a living?
I'm a barista.
What's up, baby? Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I've had some bad jobs, though. I worked at a Walmart in Indiana. You work a shift there for a day and come back telling me there's a God. Here's how... Let Papa finish. I never want to hear that sentence again. Here's how bad our Walmart was. Somebody clogged the toilet so bad, the power went out. I was cleaning the bathrooms because I made manager, and yeah, right out of the boardroom into the trenches, and I went plunge dark. That's what happened. There were birds in my Walmart. Birds! Just birds. They didn't fly in, they were shopping. That's what they were doing. I don't want to get political, but I don't like birds being in my stores. They got their own places, and they're just fine. I hate pigeons. I hate the way they walk like they're making fun of us. I can't fly. Let me buy some water. Penguins don't do that shit. Penguins are nice. Penguins walk like they had to get up in the middle of a movie. Get another cherry Coke. Who is that Zendaya? Is she someone's kid? I don't know, but I'm not disappointed. Keep it coming, I say. Keep her coming. I had to train a lady. You ever have to train a person to hang up the pictures? Whoa. I had to train somebody. She hated my guts very much. She just hated me so much. I came in late because it was my birthday. I had to take a bath. I'll tell you my bath story. My bath, process since you asked. Here's what I do. I get all romantical, baby. I light a few candles. I keep my socks on. I turn my framed picture of Regis to the wall. I suck. I get into work late, and I see this lady I'm supposed to train, and she's in the stock room smoking, and she looks me dead in the eyes and says, "Took you long enough." Have you ever been chastised for breaking a minor rule by somebody breaking a way bigger rule? Like a guy runs out to you fully naked, middle broad daylight, only thing on him is a bunch of shoplifted Kit Kats duct taped to his stomach like a yummy suicide vest, and he yells at you for being double parked. Hey, be a good neighbor, they can't get out. That's what happened. Oh man. We porking it up tonight, huh? Getting all up in them guts. I'm not a very adventurous guy in the old boudoir. My safe word is me. She'll be like, hit me. I'm like, sailor? No. Get on your back. Trying to make you a mom. That line, I love. Oh, man. I don't know. I want to make a dating app for guys like me who are just happy to be there. You know? Call it Awooga. Swipe right and drop those bloomers. Hot dog. Honk, honk. Whoa. All my sex noises are just things you yell when you get hit by a bus. Honk, honk. Whoa, I'm going to sue the city. You know? Hope I don't get blood on that ramp. Oh, man. I feel like we've all gotten to know each other pretty good. I feel like I can be honest with you guys, you know? I got a little bit of the depression. Anybody else here cool, huh? Yeah, anybody get a case of the not tonight's, maybe tomorrow's, huh? Yeah, anybody here capable of poetry at any given time? Anyone ever run to the bathroom in a hurry because you thought you needed to poop? Turns out you just needed to cry. Sorry, guys, this bean burrito is really making me think about my dad. Oh. I think murder is a really spooky way to kill a guy. You know, manslaughter, that's a whoopsie. Homicide, we all get fussy. But murder, you gotta sleep on it. You gotta really think about it. You gotta do some spooky stuff. You gotta find out where he lives. You gotta learn his habits. I don't know anybody's habits. Do you know your own habits? You know how you find out your habits? You date a lady. She'll just tell you your habits. She'll be like, you raise your voice when you get confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know? I'm getting there. And I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys this. This is pretty fun. I want to try this with you guys. So my dad died. I know. Yes, one less straight white male. And yes, we stand heart attacks. Anyways, so yeah, you know, it's a good guy. Love him very much, but you know, whatever. And you know, they say it's like important to like remember the like the good things and stuff. And I remember one time my dad had a pretty good bit. He got a good bit in. Let me tell you that, okay? So we went to see in like 2002, probably one of my top 5 movies about Grinches. The Grinch. It was around Christmas. There ain't no Grinches in July. You can say that when you mean no. Like at a party, like, you want a biscuit? There ain't no Grinches in July. I'm full. So we went to this movie, we saw it, whatever. Then we had to leave the movie. They don't let you die in the movie theater unless you're in Colorado. So we leave the movie theater, and we see that our car had been broken into. You know, crime. That's spooky. So the cops show up, and they're like, oh, okay, you know. We don't know who did this. We're just gonna have to deal with it. And my dad said to the cop, "Have we ruled out the fucking Grinch?" Pretty good bit. All right. Get out of here on this. We're all millennials here. There's no Roth IRAs. I feel, you know, I don't know. I feel like I want to give an olive branch to them. You know, be nice. Like, I feel like the problem was, like, a miscommunication when we were younger. Like, they never really trusted us. You know, every time you'd put in a movie and it'd be like, you know, before I would do the coming soon to own on DVD and video. Whoa. There'd be this heavy metal music video nobody asked for. It's like, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a house. I don't know how you could do that unless you're a bank. Piracy is a crime. Crimes are gay. It was a different time. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Good night.
Adam fucking Gilbert, everybody. Let him hear it. That has been our show. I have to shout out a handful of people very quickly, and then you're all free to go out into this rain snowstorm. First, I want to shout out my cousin Alison Lato. She does all of our artwork for like the show posters and everything. Thank you so much. I want to shout out James. What up, baby? What up, baby? James, our photographer. Every picture you've seen of this show, it's this man right here, unbelievably talented. If you need a photographer, find him. James. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. He will be tagged. We've been live streaming this whole show really quickly. Sorry, there's a camera here. Our Venmo is at the Humboldt Jungle. Give us fucking money, you lazy cunts. Thank you. The reason it is live streamed is James Webb, the fucking I was about to call you the Grand Wizard, but that's so racist. It's not. Sorry, no, but James Webb is the king of everything digital in Chicago comedy, and he put everything together for this live stream. So, round of applause for James Webb, everybody. And before I bring up the last person that deserves a special shout out, this is the best show we've had. This is our 6th show, I think, and this is without argument the best show we've had, and that's because of you guys. You guys were an incredible audience. Give yourselves a round of applause for being so great. And then Nathan, get up here. You guys, save your last biggest round of applause. You're in this man's house right now. Nathan fucking Weil, everybody. This was so great. You guys are amazing. One last round of applause for all the comedians you saw tonight. All right, we love you guys. Thank you.